You're in the 11 to 1200 range. I'm going to show you exactly how I converted this position in a very equal game, and I found it difficult to break through. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Hey, this is a Scandinavian modern defense. Play standard book moves. Bring the queen to the center. Then my opponent goes for d4 on move 5. So I attack it with my knight, and he defends to c3. So then I decide to attack his pawn in the center with e5. So the idea here was if he took, I would just take his queen and then he would lose his rights to castle. So we exchange here. He brings out his knight. I trade the pawns. And we're just trading like crazy here right now. And this is where I start to get the advantage right here. Nothing crazy, but this is where it starts to break. Now I play check. He blocks. And now we trade here. And now he can't castle. Stockfish says the position's still pretty equal, but I like the fact that his king is right out in the center. So in these kind of games, it's better if you have a queen because obviously your queen is your strongest piece, and if a king is in the center of the board like this, it's easier to hunt the king out. But now I just have two rooks and a light square bishop. He brings his bishop to c4, and then I play e6, trying to trade it off. So my idea was if we trade it off here, it would open up my bishop. I mean my rook, and then that is what I was thinking. Okay, so I play rook a to d8. He goes to attack my pawn. The best move would have been to just take the pawn now. So let's see if he decided to go for a take. If I did, yeah, then he would have just lost his bishop. Now I understand why. That's a learning moment for me. Okay, now I decide to take the pawn. It's a little too late. He defends, and this is where I start winning. So this is not the best move. Um, my rook is under attack, and my bishop is kind of weird over here. So I defend my rook. He brings his rook to d1, also reinforcing. So Stockfish wanted. So I struggled this game a lot. You're going to see how this game turned out. This is very interesting. The best move here was to play this, and the line goes attack my bishop, then bring bishop here. Okay. Not what happened. I bring my bishop to e6. Why is this a blunder? Let's see what Stockfish has. Sacrifice. I see. Never have lost my rook. So my opponent did not see the sack. And frankly, I didn't see it either. So no sacrifices happen. And now I start to win. b5, b4, h5, opening up my king and stopping any pawn advancements. a1 attacking this pawn, but my rook on the 7th rank is defending it, so nothing is really happening. I play g6 to create a pawn wall, and then he goes to attack this weak pawn here on c6. So Stockfish wanted me to defend the pawn. I opt to trade the bishops. Now the position's back to equal. And then I have a fun little idea. I say, you know what? Let me just get my rooks to the back rank. That's what I do. And now we just have a game of chicken. We're just now I'm thinking here. Uh-oh. I might stalemate him if I'm not careful. So that actually doesn't happen. The better move would have been to play there, and then that probably would have been a stalemate. But I take advantage of that. We trade the rooks, and then I get a free pawn. Now I'm winning by 3.2 points. So check out how I ended up winning this game. He takes on h6. I go up to defend. Now on this side of the board, decide to start pushing. Check. I bring my king over here to defend this pawn. And now he's trying to get this pawn. This looks very scary for me because there's not much I could do. I push, and then I get my rook in here, and now he cannot not lose this pawn. There's no way he cannot defend it. He goes here. His rook gets taken, and these pawns over here will be promoted at some point. I take the pawn. He goes back to f5 check, a3, and now a rook's worst nightmare is two connected passed pawns. A rook cannot stop them from promoting. He's also getting low on time here, and I know this, and I take advantage. I go behind my pawns. There's nothing he could do. I'm gonna promote, and then I make the queen, and then my opponent resigns. So that's a nice 51 move game. A lot of learning moments here. I think one of the greatest moments that I had in the game. This could have been a draw. This could have been a draw, but my opponent kind of messed up. But here, right here, this is what saved me. Was this move right here, making sure that I saw that he could not promote his pawn, and then there was nothing he could have done because if he was able to get in, the game was over. I mean, he had the recipe for this to be checkmate. If I think if this pawn wasn't here on f7, I think I would have been in a lot of trouble. So that pawn really saved my life. All right, guys, that is today's video. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I post a video every single day. I do game reviews, I do speed runs, I do puzzle training. I have really funny games where I play very badly, and I have games like this where I play pretty well. And there are games I play brilliantly, even though they're rare. But I do have those games too. So we're all going to learn here together in this channel. Um, if this is something, if you like my style, please and definitely subscribe. You will love what's to come. Alrighty, guys. Peace out. Till tomorrow.